Thanks for joining us for another edition of Bell & Gossett Solves It. We're pleased to bring you the next in our series of videos, focusing on some unique installations at Seattle University. Of course, energy efficiency is on top of everyone's minds. Seattle University took on their energy challenges in a few interesting ways. In this video, we're highlighting two key installations, starting with the McGoldrick Learning Commons project, a new addition to the Lemieux Library, which is now a LEED Gold certified facility.
So we are excited to work with Seattle University. We love working with clients that see the big picture, that understand that efficiency matters, quality and robustness matters.
The library was built in the early 60s. At the time it had a dual duct system in it, but in the 60s people weren't very energy conscious.
What we wanted to do for energy efficiency was to have smaller modular chillers that we could stage on. Once we went from a low amount of chilling to a higher amount, then we would stage on the Bell & Gossets that we had and operate them at their peak efficiency. And they would become the workhorses for the chiller and for chilling on campus.
The condenser water and chilled water systems are served by Bell & Gossett 1510 base-mounted pumps. Go up to the cooling tower on the roof, and then they also take care of the primary chilled water loop and then also the secondary chilled water loops that go out to the building. Over here behind me is the heating water pumps, which circulate the heating water throughout the building for the different heating water loops.
We've been very pleased with the results, and in fact, with the library in McGoldrick Commons, the energy usage has actually gone down, even though we've improved the overall square footage of the building.
Like many established institutions, Seattle University was on a legacy steam system first installed over 100 years ago. The university decided to go with a campus-wide hydronic system, starting with a unique retrofit to the university's boiler room. This first phase of the project utilizes a primary-secondary pumping arrangement to heat 5 buildings on campus. The new boilers, capable of producing a total of 14 million BTUs, are equipped with a number of B&G Series 60 pumps, while the buildings themselves are served by VSX pumps.
The Seattle University boiler project was a true team approach. We have a sales engineer that works directly with the university, and we have a sales engineer that works directly with McKinstry and their engineering group. So between those two, calling on the engineers at McKinstry through the design process and our sales engineer that's calling on the Seattle University staff directly, we were able to supply them with high efficient boilers as well as the efficiency on the Bell & Gossett pumps.
That boiler room supports 5 buildings and is actually connected to another loop that has an additional 5 buildings on it. And so we're using these boilers to heat all 10, 11 buildings. So these boilers really have taken over a major section of the university.
The biggest problem was definitely the loop dynamics and the fact that you had 2 very different loops that were interconnected that operate in very different ways. In addition, we added several buildings that were on utility steam to the hot water loop, so that added additional complexity and pumping issues associated with that. All of the pumps associated with that heating plant are Bell & Gossett. In the boiler room, the little boiler pumps are Series 60 pumps, with the large circulation pumps being VSX split case style pumps. And then the degrading water temperature has a couple of close coupled large horsepower pumps on that one. They are the primary motive force for the circulation for that entire system.
We've been overjoyed with this system. We were able to take care of one area where in the winter it actually would get cold and the tenants knew it would get cold because we just didn't have the ability to feed it. Now it's not only fed, but again, we're using less energy to get the same thing done.
Thanks again for joining us for Bell & Gossett Solves It. We look forward to presenting more insights and best practices through this video series on CompleteWaterSystems.com. And as always, we look forward to seeing you at Bell & Gossett's Little Red Schoolhouse.